There exists a rare set of people who see opportunities in difficult times, take risks, convert ideas to actions, and generate jobs. They are the real heroes. They are called entrepreneurs. Hello everyone, welcome to Let's Start Up. I'm your host Surya Srinivas, and this is a podcast series where I'll be interacting with the CEOs and founders of some of the promising startups. And public speaking is one of the most fearful things for humans, as far as one of the surveys conducted by one of the prestigious universities in USA was concerned, and death ranked second, which is quite surprising. And in today's episode we have Vanya sir, who was a former Indian Marine officer, a corporate leadership trainer, a business mentor and a coach, and currently a confidence coach who is helping people to get comfortable in front of camera and also eradicate the fear of public speaking. So let's hear it from the man himself, and let's start up. So welcome sir, thank you for joining in. I believe even your health was not 100% fine, so you made it a priority, so that means a lot.
Welcome, Surya. It's a pleasure to meet you. Thank you so much for the welcome.
Thank you, sir. And I believe you were a leadership consultant, a business coach who has been mentored a lot of startups and businesses as well. And right now, I also believe you, as I understood from your LinkedIn profile and website, that you are a confidence coach who instills confidence in people to come up in front of camera and destroy their stage fear and shyness, so that they can take courageous decisions in their life and do great for themselves. So I was quite curious to understand, how do you provide these services right now? So do you conduct offline classes or online classes, or do you have recorded content where people can subscribe to it and consume the content? How exactly you achieve all this?
Thank you so much for that question, Surya. Yes, I am right now a confidence coach. Before I was a marine officer, I was traveling the world for 11 years. And after that, I became a life coach and a trainer. So we also have trainings for leadership. Where we take sessions for corporate world, especially people who are managers and also senior managers, and also students also, right from students to leadership. We have a team called Limitless, and we provide different solutions for a different audience. And I also have a personal business which is about coaching, and especially regarding video confidence coaching. It is for aspiring trainers, coaches, consultants, and also aspiring creators. And because we know that video is the world today, right? We all need videos, and so many people are not confident to present themselves in front of the camera, because of which they lose so many opportunities. And that's where I come in. So I build their self-esteem, self-confidence, and help them deal with their past to make them confident, so that they can present their content confidently, so that they can earn money and also influence the world. That's what I do. So yeah.
So you are quite an all-rounder, sir. Starting from defense field, you are a marine officer, and right now you are contributing in overall development of people. So that's quite commendable. And how exactly someone can get these services, sir? So do you take these classes online, or as earlier you told, for managers and all, it's offline, I believe. What about video confidence coaches and classes?
Yeah, so the corporate thing and all, we do offline, where we get into corporates, and we provide different solutions, soft skill solutions and leadership and everything. But my own business, which is video confidence, is an online thing, which is a digital thing. If you want to get hands of it, you can just catch me on Instagram or YouTube. You will find all the links, and you can get into those courses. It's especially on video confidence for aspiring influencers. Yeah.
Sure, sir. I'll drop a link to those in the description.
Sure.
So, and again, as most of the people I've seen in the 30s or beyond 30s, they just get stuck up in the rat race and kind of get fixed in a fixed routine, and just I might have lost the very essence of life, which is the curiosity to explore stuff and the desire to upskill themselves on a regular basis and try out different things and do stuff on their own and start the new venture. But you are still doing so much now also, sir. So what keeps you going, and what is the inspiration, and who do you look up to?
Well, very good question. So many times, what happens is we are driven by people around us, and we do not do what we want to do. Actually, that is the problem with many youth. And what happens in the long run is they get frustrated, they get burnt out because they don't like the job, and they want to leave the company in between, and because they are not delivering what they want to deliver because it's not their passion. They are either kicked out or or they themselves come out and they look for different things. So what I would suggest is you first know what you are really passionate about, what you like. Choose different things what you like. For example, if you are an artist or musician, or you want to be an entrepreneur, you want to start up something, just have a glimpse or go to what you want, or either on YouTube or go offline and see what your future influencers or whoever is influencing you is doing, and what it feels like actually doing it, what it takes to do those things, right? It's not only about passion, but also what it takes to do those things, and then see if your skill sets fit it. Okay, so you need to have not only passion but also confidence to do that. Okay, these two things what I always stress on for any new people, that you need to have passion to do what you want to do, and also confidence to do what you want to do. And confidence comes through skills and knowledge, and also forming good habits, so that you really achieve what you want to achieve. Yeah. So with all these things combined, you will become a deadly this becomes a deadly combination for any entrepreneur to be successful. That's what I should say. Yeah.
That's quite visible in you, sir, and
Yeah.
you kind of have a different persona, I feel. And you did mention confidence does come from knowledge. So on a similar note, I was quite curious to understand what are your sources of knowledge, sir. So where do you look up to, and what are the things which has helped you shape up the understanding about life and the perspective of life which you right now have?
Right. So confidence comes from different sources for me, and of course every one of us derive confidence from different things. But one thing is knowledge. Okay, for example, if I want to make a video, I need to have knowledge, and for getting knowledge, I need to learn the skill from different sources. It could be either YouTube, or it could be even books, or it could be some courses which I have to enroll so that I can learn systematically. So when I enroll in all these things, when I involve in all these things, naturally I'll gain knowledge. And when I implement that knowledge, I become skillful when I actually implement them, right? So and as soon as I implement and keep on implementing it consistently, that becomes a habit. And when I do all these things again and again, so basically I develop my confidence, right? So that is one thing. And another thing I would suggest you to be to get confident is to have a circle which is for example, if you want to be an entrepreneur, you should be in an entrepreneur circle. If you want to be I want you to be in that zone. Yes, so that you learn from the right people and exchange ideas and grow. So that also builds your confidence. Association, you may call it community, association, or being in that zone. Yeah. So that builds your confidence as well.
Yes, sir, that's a great advice. And back then in your 20s, sir, especially in 20s, there are three kinds of people, I believe. Some people, most of the people seem to be extremely clear in what they want to do, as they are choosing a tried and tested path, which majority of them do. And some of them have extremely gifted or talented in some of the domains where they can take up to next level and represent their country in international level. And there will be some other people who are entrepreneurs who want to start their own venture And since they are coming from Indian background, Indian education system background, and they might not be that much exposed to different ideas and that stuff which is going outside the world. So some of them find it, even though they do have extreme desire to do something on their own, they find it difficult to find new ideas and come up with different things to do whatever they want to, due to lack of knowledge, due to lack of exposure. So on a similar note, I would love to understand, how did you find out in your 20s back then in terms of what you wanted to do, and again, what were the sources of knowledge which helped you to decide what you want to do in future?
Right. Okay, so back then when I was in 20s, I should say first, I should tell you a little bit of my story. I was not a studious person. I was not a person who was passionate about anything. I was just living a normal life, and I was a backbencher, in fact. I used
The
to
brightest
fail
minds are found in backbenchers, as Einstein, as Abdul Kalam said.
yeah, that's right. And you know what? I failed in 11th standard because of bunking the classes also. I was backbencher, but sometimes out of the class itself, not even a backbencher. So I used to fail in schools very badly. But then when I found my passion, that is to get into marine, and I wanted to explore the world, and I became ignited to roam around the world and see different places and cultures, and explore food and all. And that's when I really studied, because that became my passion at that time. So after 11 years, I wanted to shift my career because of family and all. And then I wanted to know, what is my passion next? What should I be doing? I have earned enough. I have traveled the world. I've seen a lot of things. But what was next? So that's when life coaching came in, and I figured out that through advertisement, I can say, through advertisement which came on Facebook, and I learned how to become a life coach, and I got certified as a life coach, then as a trainer also. And I wanted to, it all took I would say it took few years for me to figure out that I should be doing this, which is to help people to become confident in front of the camera. So I want everyone who is searching for something, their niche, as people say, you need to try out different things, and enroll in yourself, attend free master classes of people, of different coaches, and figure out what is suited for you, what your desire is, and be there for some time. And if you don't like it, come out, no problem. And do it several times, and where you will fit in, and in some days, or few months for sure.
Yes,
just
sir.
try it out.
Yes, sir. Trying yourself in different things might help you to figure out what you fit in the best. And can you just provide a bit more deeper experience of your marine journey as a marine officer?
So as a marine officer,
some of the key moments. Yes, sir.
Key moments. As a marine officer, I was actually a second officer for a long time, and before that I was a third officer and a trainee officer earlier. So during all these phases, I enjoyed the life actually, because traveling the world, seeing different cultures and tasting different food and all was exciting. But apart from this, we also experienced different storms. There were storms which were very bad, and you feel like quitting those times, but all those things were awesome. And there were some pirates also which I encountered during some of the trips, and somehow we were not caught, but fortunately. So all the experiences were there. Snow in some parts of the world, and also high temperatures up to 55 degrees centigrade. So there were different kinds of experience which made me. Right, so it is not only about sailing, but that makes us strong actually. So similarly, if you are going through some critical phase, whoever is watching this, if you are going through some critical phase in your life, I would encourage you that all these things are there because you need to become a strong person, right? So you need to when you are there's a quote saying the calm seas never made a tough sailor, right? So you need
Yeah.
to face the storm in order to become a tough sailor of
You
life also.
literally did it, sir.
Yes, I literally did it. But yes, if you are facing a storm in your life, make understand that if you come out of it, you become a good sailor in your life. Yeah.
Sure, sir.
Yes.
That's a great story. And
Thanks.
since you're a business mentor and have a lot of experience, what are some of the key questions one should ask before they start their own venture? Some of the key things which everyone obviously should consider in their domain, in whatever they are starting or planning to start.
Okay. So first of all, I would say that we all know that more than 90% or more than 95% of the startups fail, right? We all
yes,
know
sir.
that, all these numbers. And the reason is because either people don't count the cost, or they don't know what is going to happen. They don't forecast what is needed for their skills and what is needed for the future thing, right? So it is not just passion which should drive you, but also you should have the calculation of resources and the cost which you need to count before actually jumping in. You need to assess what is required for you to actually keep the process going. So and also you need to have, I would say, you need to have a strong team. Sometimes we always try to navigate everything by ourselves, and we just want to go solo, and we are sometimes very proud of it. So I would say that try to have a good team. When if you want to go, there's a quote saying, if you want to go faster, go alone, and if you want to go farther, you go as two
team.
people or a team. Yeah. So if you want to go longer and you want to have a good vision to build something bigger than you, then you need to have a good team. So remember that. And whenever you fall down, there will be a team to pull you up, and you can keep on your journey. So number one, you should have passion, as I've already stated, but you should have a team which is passionate with the same vision. And that will take you farther more. Okay. And then 3 is resources. Count the cost, what all is needed for you to build what you want to build, and assess everything before you even start up. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Awesome.
That's a valuable piece of advice. And since you earlier mentioned that content is future, and especially in the age of social media and all, so what do you think is the future of content in social media, sir? So what are the industries that will be revolutionized by this, and where do you see social media taking the life to?
Right. So we all know that content is the future, right? So people are doing a lot of ads, they say, and also people get leads through either organically or inorganically from different sources, right? And the content is what, if I have to talk in a broad perspective, it will be very different, but let me get into this video thing especially. Now what we all know that Meta is playing a very big role, right? Meta is going to bring out all these experiences, especially with regards to virtual reality and augmented reality, and we all should be ready to embrace this, and I think that is going to be the real future of the content. Now we all know that video is playing a role, and future is integrating all these things, AI, VR, and AR, and that is going to be massive. So now work on your video content especially, so that you have the grip of what is going on right now, and be ready and be open for metaverse to play a role in whatever you want to do, right? So if you are open to artificial intelligence, virtual reality, and augmented reality, and your content is going to blast. So be ready to embrace it. That's the future.
Yeah, yes, sir. Especially when unicorns are also marketing themselves in metaverse, and this is currently assumed to be the next internet revolution. So, yes, sir. And one thing like, what advice would you want to give to your 20-year-old if at all you got a chance to?
Okay, so what advice would I give myself if I were a 20-year-old? Okay,
Yeah.
so see, there will be failures in life. Be ready to fail. Okay, be ready to fail. They say, right, fail fast, fail forward.
Yeah, yes, exactly.
Yeah, so we need to learn how to fail and take the failure in the positive way. That's the good sign of any entrepreneur or any person who wants to be really successful in a bigger way. If you are not ready for failures, that means you are going to win and you are going to be successful in small things. But if you are someone who wants to be a bigger success, then you need to be ready to fail fast and fail forward. And that's the note I want to end with. Learn what is your passion and be confident about your passion. Then you'll be really successful in your life.
Yes, sir. And coming to end of the session, like I just have a couple of more questions. Like, what are the industries apart from content do you believe that there's a extreme potential for businesses to take birth and rise to next levels or higher levels? So, like, based on your experience and your observations till now.
Okay, I'm not a very professional in these things, and as to talk in broad perspective. But what I can say is, in the future, we have to be ready for this Web3 space, which is something really good, and we need to be open to embrace this Web3 space. Especially, we also talked about AI, VR, and everything and all. So we need to be ready and open. Be ready to learn new things, and we all know about the Kodak story, right? If we are not ready for the change, then we will be obsolete. So be ready for whatever comes, new things come, because we cannot predict a lot about the future, but whatever future gives you, just take it and be ready to explore it. Yeah, that's
yes, sir. Like you just mentioned Web3 again and again, so digging a bit more deeper, so where exactly do you think Web3 will have a crucial role to play? Is it marketing industry, or is it in terms of cryptocurrencies, which revolutionize the decentralized form of currency system, or is it in terms of NFTs, which can have a crucial role to play in a lot of industries? So where do you think Web3 will have a crucial and actual role to play apart from just the pieces of JPEGs getting sold for such high $1 billion?
So I think Web3 is going to play a very big role, because we all know that so many governments are, every government wants to get in and want to use it and use this space. And even Government of India, we all know that it is going to embrace this. So we should be ready for this. Web3 space is something which I'm also very excited about, and every business, even a small business, should be ready to take this up. So future, I think DeFi is something which we really have to look out for. Decentralized finance, because we all know about the security and everything of it. So let us embrace it. That is what I would say.
Sure, sir. And one last question. So what are some investment advice would you want to give for people who are in their 20s? So how should they be going about money and savings and investing as well?
Right. So I'm not a financial advisor as such, but as per my experience, I would say be ready to invest in your future. That is number one. Keep saving at least 10% of whatever you earn, and then number two is keep investing in your knowledge. You need to keep on acquiring knowledge, because that is the investment which will never go away, right?
Yes,
so more than money, I think increasing your wisdom and knowledge is something very important. So keep growing and keep learning and keep growing. That's what I would advise.
Yes, sir. That's valuable advice. because upskilling is one such knowledge which does not have a limit as far as the percentage of return is concerned. So yes sir, it was a pleasure speaking to you. Thank you for sparing your valuable time, and hope you get well soon, sir.
Yeah, thank you so much. I'm just getting better now. So thank you so much, Surya, for this wonderful, wonderful invite. And it's my pleasure to be here. Thank you so
you
much.
sir, thank you.